information being used for this video is taken from the Food Safety and Inspection Service website. The information being used in this video is for information and educational purposes. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, teaching, education, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permit by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. A copy of Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 shall be attached to this video.
Hello everyone, I am in my office. It is recall time. I apologize that I haven't brought you any recalls in a while. The light's kind of off, so I'm trying to work with everything that I have here. So I'm only going back to May 20th because it's been a long time since I've done recalls, and I cannot find my spray to clean my glasses. Sorry. I've been wiping and wiping with the eyeglass cloth, and that's a little bit better. Okay, so I've been hearing a lot of that FDA is no longer doing recalls. I'm doing recalls from FSIS, which is the Food Safety and Inspection. Let me make sure I got it. Food Safety and Inspection Service website, and FDA. FDA does still have a lot of recalls, and the latest one was as of today on the page. So I'm sure many of you have been wondering with the new sheriff in town if they were going to stop, like close FDA or whatever. So far they haven't. I don't know the ins and outs of what's going on with that, with this administration, but I just know as long as they still have are giving recalls, I'm going to keep giving them to you. Okay, so let's begin. Let me see here, and I'm charging up my mouse. So go back. Go back. Sorry, give me a minute. FSIS Food and Safety, click here. Recalls, 520. And there's still a lot. Okay, so the first one is called Snack Mania Brazilian Delights Corp. Recalls ready-to-eat chicken Coxinhas, COXINHAS products produced without benefit of inspection. This company is located in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Its restaurant is recalling approximately 9,722 pounds of ready-to-eat chicken Coxinhas products that were produced without the benefit of federal inspection. The frozen ready-to-eat chicken Coxinhas products were produced on various dates, June 27th through May 2nd, 2025. It says they are in 16.37 ounce plastic packages of Snack Mania Coxinhas Brazilian Stuffed Bites Original Chicken as represented on the label. Let's see. That is huge. It's a huge picture. Okay, let's see what the label looks like. That's huge. That's what it looks like. And there is one of 4 pictures. So let's go down. I'm trying to make it smaller, but it's not letting me. That's what it looks like. Best by date. I've never seen this before, but this looks like it's on the East Coast somewhere. By July something. 4 pages. Okay, let's get back to reading. I have to stop in a meeting. The items were shipped to retail locations in Connecticut, Florida, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. The problem was discovered during routine FSIS surveillance activities when FSIS determined that the chicken, Cox, and Haas products did not have the USDA mark of inspection and were produced in a facility that was not inspected by the USDA. There have been no confirmed reports of adverse reactions due to consumption of these products. Anyone concerned about an injury or illness should contact their healthcare provider. The company contact information is Snack Mania Brazilian Delights Corp. Camelia Gomez Alves is the owner. Area code 908-875-1324. snackmaniafoods@gmail.com. Let me show you the contact information. I'm going to take a sip of water here. And here is this Congressional Public Affairs, Okichi Chigaway, and that's the email address. It's always the same email address, fsispress@usda.gov. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay. The next one is, I cannot pronounce this, Bourgeois, Bourgeois Smokehouse recalls ready-to-eat smoke annual. I can never pronounce anything. Is that how you pronounce it? Let me find. Andouille. Let me get the app out like I did last time, right? I've done that before. How to pronounce words. Audio. How to pronounce words. Audio. I've done this before. Where's my app? Word. Click. Wait a minute. Click. Write any word in the box above, then click to obtain the sound. No, I don't like that one. Sorry. Won't they just give me one videos how to pronounce? Dictionary word pronouncer. How do you spell? Okay, now how do we pronounce words? Google free. I don't want that one. Let me see. Here we go. I thought I saved this. Pronounce it in English. Stop it. Sorry. No, it's not doing it. Give me just a minute. Got it. Andouille. 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 Okay, let's get back to the recalls. I'm so sorry. Smoked andouille sausage products due to possible listeria contamination. You know, Miss Linda, the New Orleans gardener, was saying, I think it was her live on Sunday, that now farmers, Big Pharma is now allowed to use human waste as fertilizer. And we're wondering where we're getting listeria, E. coli, and salmonella from in our food. So I wanted to mention that. You can look the information up. I'm not going to look it up during this video, but you are free to look it up, and I am going to look it up later, but I'm pretty sure that is what's going on, and that's why we have an uptick of all this stuff in our food. Anyway, so on May 20th, 2025, I think it's Bourgeois Smokehouse. Let me copy this and put it into my pronunciation bar. Let's hear it.
Bourgeois.
Bourgeois. Huh. Bourgeois. Let's do this. Bourgeois. Smokehouse. And I think that's Thibodaux, Louisiana, is recalling approximately 100 pounds of ready-to-eat smoke and I just pronounced it, sausage. And I'm going to keep on putting it in there until I get it right, until I know that I'm saying it correctly. Andouille sausage products that may be adulterated with listerio-monocytogens. The RTE, which just means ready to eat, smoke. Andouille. Sausage item was produced on May 12, 2025. All products were weighed, wrapped, and labeled in store at the time of purchase. The products do not bear an establishment number or the USDA mark of inspection because they were wrapped and labeled in store at the time of purchase. This item was shipped to Rouse's Market retail locations in Alabama, Louisiana, and Mississippi and have been available for purchase since May 13th, 2025. The problem was discovered after FSIS performed a routine product testing of the ready-to-eat andouille sausage produced by that company. I don't feel like switching the name. Smokehouse and confirmed those products positive for listeria. There have been no confirmed reports of adverse reactions due to consumption of these products. Anyone concerned about an illness should contact a healthcare provider. Now, if you're new to my channel and you're listening to this recall, when they have things like listeria, E. coli, salmonella, I do at least once or twice go through the symptoms and what you should look for. So here we go. Consumption of food contaminated with L-monocytogens can cause listeriosis, a serious infection that primarily affects older adults, persons with weakened immune systems, and pregnant women and their newborns. Less commonly, persons outside of these risk groups are affected. Listeriosis can cause fever, muscle aches, headache, stiff neck, confusion, loss of balance, and convulsion, sometimes preceded by diarrhea or other gastrointestinal symptoms. The invasive infection spreads beyond the gastrointestinal tract. In pregnant women, the infection can cause miscarriages, stillbirths, premature delivery, or life-threatening infection of the newborn. In addition, serious and sometimes fatal infections in older adults and persons with weakened immune systems. Listeriosis is treated with antibiotics. Persons with the higher risk categories who experience flu-like symptoms within 2 months after eating contaminated food should seek medical care and tell the healthcare provider about eating the contaminated food. FSIS is concerned that some product may be in consumer refrigerators or freezers. Consumers who have purchased these products are urged not to consume them. These products should be thrown away or returned to the place of purchase. So let me show you the company's contact information. Here it is. And here is the media contact information for Congressional and Public Affairs. Okay. On to the next. I'm sorry that took so long and that I had to look up the pronunciation of the words. I apologize for that. So, on to the next one. Okay. And this one has an editor's note. So originally it says FSIS issues public health alert for chicken soup product due to misbranding and undeclared allergen. Editor's note for May 23rd, 2025. Distribution and company contact information has been updated. Originally, this came out on May 22nd. The U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food and Safety Inspection is issuing a public health alert for ready-to-eat chicken soup products due to misbranding and an undeclared allergen. The products contain wheat, a known allergen which is not declared on the product label. Okay, so if you're allergic to wheat, be aware of this. Ready-to-eat chicken soup items were produced on April 10th, 2025. The following products are subject to the public health recall. I'll read it. 24-ounce plastic cups labeled Signature Select Creamy Chicken and Wild Rice Soup with white meat chicken on the lid and labeled Signature Select Chicken Corn Chowder with white meat chicken smoke flavor added on the other side of the cup with a Best Buy June 24th, 25 and lot code 8225-5100 printed on the bottom of the cup. The product bears establishment number P-46381 inside the USDA mark of inspection. These items were shipped to retail and distributor locations nationwide. Let me get the picture for you. I'm going to take a sip of water here. Okay. And this is what it looks like here. These pictures are so big. Okay. And that's what it looks like on the bottom. Okay, let's get back to reading the recall. The problem was discovered by a retailer after a store employee identified Signature Select Creamy Chicken and Wild Rice Soup with white meat chicken. Product bearing the correct top label but incorrect side label. The retailer reported the issue to the producing establishment and the establishment notified FSIS. There have been no confirmed reports of adverse reactions due to consumption of these products. Anyone concerned about an illness should contact a healthcare provider. And let me give you that company's. It's one of my favorite stores. Oh my God. Albertsons. This is why my mother makes soup. And this is the congressional contact information. Here's that again. I like Albertsons. My mom complains this is too expensive, but to me they have a better variety of food. But right now, just got off the live, Miss Linda, the New Orleans Gardener live for Tuesday night, and I'm very leery about going to the market right now. Okay, the next one is Hormel Foods Corporation recalls canned beef stew product due to possible foreign matter contamination. And this was on May 28th. Hormel Foods Corporation, a Tucker, Georgia establishment, is recalling approximately 256,185 pounds of canned beef stew product that may be contaminated with foreign materials, specifically wood. The U.S. Department of Agriculture Food and Safety Inspection announced on May 28th. The canned beef stew item was produced on February 4th. The following product is subject to recall. 20-ounce metal cans containing Dinty Moore beef stew with Best Buy February 2028 and lot code T02045 printed on the can. The lot code may have an additional number at the end. The product subject to recall bears establishment number EST199G printed on the can. These items were shipped to retail locations nationwide. And let me show you what it looks like. This is what the label looks like. Take a swig of water where you guys look. And this is what the labeling looks like. Wow. Okay, let's get back to reading. Okay, the problem was discovered after the establishment notified FSIS that they had received 3 consumer complaints reporting pieces of wood in the beef stew product. There have been no confirmed reports of injury due to consumption of this product. Anyone concerned about an injury should contact a healthcare provider. How do you get wood in soup? Like I see metal because all of the way these corporations produce food and package it, it's going through machinery. So I can see metal and oil and other stuff, but how do you get wood? So I'm trying, I don't know. So, okay, FSIS is concerned and some products may be in consumer pantries. Consumers who have purchased this product are urged not to consume it. The product should be thrown away or returned to the place of purchase. Return it to the place of purchase, get your money, okay? That's 256,185 cans, and it was shipped nationally throughout the entire United States. Let me give you the company's contact information. Hormel Foods, 800-523-4635, media at Hormel, and of course, Congressional Public Affairs, Kenneth Kamosinski. That is a new name. Haven't seen that one. Somebody new is there. Okay, let's go to the next one. This one was issued just yesterday, June 10th. FSIS issues public health alert for not ready to eat ham croquette product due to misbranding and undeclared allergens. The product contains soy and sesame, known allergens, which are not declared on the product label. Okay. A recall was not requested because the affected product is no longer available for purchase. The frozen, not ready to eat ham croquette item was produced on various dates in April and May 2025. The following product is subject to the public health recall alert. 1.96 pound boxes containing ham croquettes, Las que si bien el sabor cubano, a taste of Cuba, croquetas de jamón, with expiration dates of November 2025, December 2025, and January 2026 printed on the boxes. I most likely did not pronounce all that correctly. I used to know Spanish very fluently when I was younger. I was just going by the letters I see and little things that I can recall, but that does not mean that I speak Spanish. I was simply trying to pronounce the information that is printed on the screen here. So let me tell you guys that as a side note. It sounded good, but could be totally wrong. I could have been saying the frog was fortin or something. So I don't know. The product bears establishment number EST 2725 inside the USDA mark of inspection. The items were shipped to distributor locations in Florida. So let me click on the label so you guys can see. So yeah. Okay. And here's the nutrition information. Let me take a swig of water. And this is what it looks like. Maybe it's the stuff that you make it with. Interesting. Back to the recall. The problem was discovered during routine FSIS in-plant labeling verification activities. The establishment used a different breadcrumb ingredient than normal. There have been no confirmed reports of adverse reactions due to consumption of these products. Anyone concerned about an adverse reaction should contact a healthcare provider. I'm sorry, Mom, I was looking at TV, sorry. Okay, so let me give you the company's contact information. Ernesto Aguirre. Is that Crow? I cannot pronounce that. And Mitch Adams is the Congressional Public Affairs person. I remember Mitch Adams' name. This is how long I have not done a recall in a while. The next one was issued today. So, Springfield Meat and Cold Storage Company recalls beef jerky, beef snack stick products, and voluntary inspected elk, venison, and buffalo jerky products due to misbranding and undeclared allergens. It looks like there are a lot of labels. The beef jerky and beef sticks were produced on various dates from May 30th, 2023 to May 30th, 2025. The multiple product labels and lot codes associated are subject to recall. There's a lot. I'm not going to be able to show all this. There's a lot. They have a lot of lot numbers from 2023 to 2025. That's 2 years. I'm sorry, I won't be able to show because that's a lot of items. The product subject to recall bear establishment number EST 20528 inside the USDA mark of inspection. These items were shipped to retail locations nationwide. I bet you they were. And since some of these are 2 years old, some people done already ate some of these products, unfortunately. But it's due to misbranding and undeclared allergens. So, and I'm allergic to certain things, so stuff like that concerns me. The problem was discovered during production observations by FSIS inspectors, revealing that the Worcestershire sauce used in jerky and snack stick products contained anchovies, which it does. The establishment previously used Worcestershire sauce without anchovies, but it was discovered that the new Worcestershire sauce does contain anchovies. There have been no confirmed reports of adverse reactions due to the consumption of these products. Anyone concerned about an injury or illness should contact a healthcare provider. Give me a moment. I need to log in to my Kingdom Hall meeting. And I'm going to put it on mute while I finish this up. Excuse me. Give me one moment. I'm back. Okay. So, yeah, there's a lot of labels. It's just too much for me to show. But, okay. So, FSIS is concerned that some products may be in consumer pantries. Consumers who have purchased these products are urged not to consume them. The product should be thrown away or returned to the place of purchase. Now, some of these products are 2 years old, so you may not be able to return them, but if you bought them recently, I would most likely say return them and get your money back. I'm on that refund stuff. Seriously. So let me give you the company's information. Here we go. Owner, Springfield Meat and Cold Storage Company, Inc., Ryan Cope. There's his email address. And here we have again Mr. Mitch Adams. Okay. Let's go back. Did that one. I have 2 more to go on FSIS page. So this one was issued today. They're issuing a public health alert for ground beef products that may be contaminated with E. coli 0157:H7. FSIS is issuing this public health alert to ensure that consumers are aware that these products should not be consumed. A recall was not requested because the products are no longer available for purchase. It does not give the name of the company, but let me finish reading. The raw ground beef item was produced on May 22nd and May 23rd, 2025. The following product is subject to the public health alert. 1 pound vacuum packed packages of organic rancher organic ground beef, 85% lean, 15% fat, with use or freeze by June 19th, 2025, and use or freeze by June 20th, 2025 as represented on the packaging. The product bears establishment number EST 4027 inside the USDA mark of inspection. The item was shipped to distributor locations in Connecticut, Georgia, Illinois, and Maryland, and was further distributed to Whole Food Market retail locations nationwide. Okay, let me show you the label. Here it is. That's what it looks like. Okay. It's only 2 pictures here. I just want to make sure you guys see as much as everything that I'm seeing. The problem was discovered when the establishment notified FSIS that they shipped into commerce ground beef product that tested positive for E. coli 0157:H7. Just a moment. My congregation was saying prayer, and I'm going to say my prayer too. Okay. So, there have been no confirmed reports of illness due to consumption of these products. Anyone concerned about an illness should contact a healthcare provider. E. coli, so again, as I stated, if it's E. coli, Listeria, Salmonella, any other stuff, I'm going to read the impact of the disease or bacteria. So E. coli 0157:H7 is a potentially deadly bacterium that can cause dehydration, bloody diarrhea, and abdominal cramps 2 to 8 days, 3 to 4 days on average after exposure. After exposure, the organism, somebody didn't type that up right. While most people recover within a week, some develop a type of kidney failure called hemolytic uremic syndrome, HUS. The condition can occur among persons of any age, but is most common in children under 5 years old and older adults. It is marked by easy bruising, pallor, and decreased urine output. Persons who experience these symptoms should seek emergency medical care immediately. FSIS is concerned that some product may be in consumers' refrigerators and freezers. Consumers who have purchased these products are urged not to consume them. The product should be thrown away or returned to the place of purchase. Return it to the place of purchase. So let me give you the company's contact information. President NPC Processing Inc. And there's their number and their email. And here is Okichi Chigawi, the Congressional Public Affairs contact person. So here's the last one on FSIS. Like I said, I did not go back because it's been months since I've done recalls. But of course, I will put the website in the video so that you can look up all the information. But I will continue to do these as much as I can. So here we go. Sulu Organics LLC, a Bartlett, Illinois establishment, is recalling approximately 6,166 pounds of pork lard and beef tallow products that were produced without the benefit of federal inspection. The pork lard and beef tallow items were produced on various dates from December 2024 to March 2025. And it's a long list of products. So I'm going to put the camera on it and let you guys see what I'm seeing. So let's see if I can make this a little smaller. Okay. This is what I'm seeing. I don't know if you can zoom in. Okay. Now I'm going to click on the product labels. So, beef tallow. That's what it looks like. There are 6 pages here. Move it back. That's what it looks like. Right there. Lard. I guess they're not going to show you what the actual product looks like, but I guess they wouldn't have to. Okay. So, yeah, that was a lot to read, and I was not going to read all that, and I'm going to put my computer back to 100%. These products were shipped to retail locations nationwide and do not bear the USDA mark of inspection, so they just weren't inspected. It's not that they're necessarily bad. They just weren't inspected. The problem was discovered when FSIS received a consumer complaint that the pork lard and beef tallow products for sale online did not bear the mark of inspection. FSIS personnel determined that the establishment purchased pork lard and bulk beef tallow from an FSIS regulated facility and produced a product into several small retail size containers that were relabeled without the benefit of FSIS inspection. I'm sorry that I keep stopping. I have to plug in my phone. I'm just going to hold the phone. I'm going to have to because I have to charge the phone. Okay, I think I did not give you this information. There have been no confirmed reports of adverse reactions due to consumption of these products. Anyone concerned about a reaction should contact a healthcare provider. Of course, FSIS is concerned as some products may be in consumer refrigerators or pantries. Consumers who have purchased these products are urged not to consume them. These products should be thrown away or returned to the place of purchase. So let me give you the contact information. Here you go. I cannot pronounce that name. Can you? Okay. And Mitch Adams. I apologize that I had to stop so much tonight. So that is the end of the recall products on the FSIS page. Now we're going to go to the FDA page. And I am going only up to May 20th. And yeah, because there's a lot. So the first one says no brand name, May 20th. Company announced it May 19th. FDA published it May 20th. The reason why I'm looking at this one deeply is because it's for salmonella. Company name is Bedner Growers Inc. Bedner, Bedner. Brand name, no brand name, and they're cucumbers. Bedner Growers Inc. is at Boynton Beach, Florida, is voluntarily recalling cucumbers sold at Bedner's Farm Fresh Market between April 29, 2025 and May 14th. Because they have the potential of being contaminated with salmonella, an organism which can cause serious, sometimes fatal infections in young children, frail and or elderly people, and others with weakened immune systems. The cucumbers are being recalled because they have been linked by the Food and Drug Administration to salmonella outbreak that resulted in 26 illnesses in Alabama, California, Colorado, Florida, Illinois, Kansas, Kentucky, Michigan, North Carolina, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia. Wow. It says the recalled cucumbers were sold directly to consumers at the 3 Bedner Farm Fresh Market locations in Florida, Boynton Beach, Delray Beach, and West Palm Beach. This recall does not include any cucumbers currently available for sale at Bedner's Farms. So let me give you the contact information. Here it is, Bedner Growers Inc. Okay. And here it is. I'll show you all the states it sent it to, and this is what it looks like up here. Okay. So let me go back. Go to page 2. That's a lot. The next one is called Madeline's. I cannot pronounce that. This one is for an undeclared allergen. Company name is Element 112 LLC DBA Madeline's Pasterie. It's for croissants and croissant buns. Okay. They're issuing a voluntary recall of a specific batch of our ready-to-eat croissants due to a labeling error. The ingredient statement on the exterior of the box was labeled as flour and does not accurately reflect the contained allergen of wheat, so that's why. These products are sold fully baked, frozen, and in food service cases of 24 units. The products have been produced since March 10th, 2025, with the last production date of May 7th, 2025. And these products were sold to the following locations. Let me show you. Superior Foods, Carmela Foods, Euclid Fish Company, Atlantic Fish Distributor. Right here, the products affected. Right there, mislabeled ingredient sticker. And here is the company's contact information. Right there. Let me see. It doesn't say. Sorry. Besides those distributor companies, it didn't say anywhere else where it was shipped. I'm trying to get through these. I'm sorry. Gosh, salmonella. Big Y Foods. This was May 22nd. Made to order subs. Let me show you. Salmonella. God. Big Y Foods of Springfield, Massachusetts is voluntarily calling some made-to-order subs, wraps, and paninis sold between May 20th and May 21st in some Massachusetts and Connecticut retail stores listed below, because they have the potential to be contaminated with salmonella, an organism which can cause serious and sometimes fatal infections in young children, frail or elderly people, and others with weakened immune systems. It says this recall includes any made to order small sub, large sub, 30-inch super sub, wrap, or panini purchased between 5/20 to 5/21 in the following Big Y stores. Oh my Jesus, there is a long list here. They're all in Springfield, Massachusetts, Mystic, Connecticut, Northampton, Massachusetts, Southampton, Massachusetts, Longmeadow, East Longmeadow, Massachusetts, West Hanford, Connecticut, Warren, Massachusetts, Pittsfield, Massachusetts, North Adams, Massachusetts, Norwich, Mansfield, Rocky Hill, Manchester, Connecticut, Amherst, Massachusetts, Enfield, New Milford, Old Saybrook, Groton, Connecticut, Greenfield, and Springfield, Massachusetts. Springfield, isn't that The Simpsons? Ellington and Stratford, Connecticut, Willabram, Massachusetts, Shelton, Slimsbury, Marlborough, Clinton, and Milford, Connecticut, and Norwood, Massachusetts. Okay. No illnesses have been reported to date, and let me give you the contact information. Big Y Foods. Wow. So far, we've had Listeria, Salmonella, and E. coli. I tell you. Wow. It just breaks my heart. This could be any of us eating this food. Did this one. Here's one called Greenwise, pear, kiwi, spinach, and pea baby food pot. Okay, these are for baby food. I'm going to say it because it's for babies. These are dietary supplements. Food product may be contaminated with elevated levels of lead. This is company announced it May 9th. Publix Supermarkets Inc. has initiated a voluntary recall of Greenwise pear, kiwi, spinach, and pea baby food product produced by Bauman Andros LLC and distributed to Publix grocery stores in the company's 6-state operating area. The product is sold in 4-ounce plastic pouches and has the potential to be contaminated with elevated levels of lead. God. Jesus. This is what the product says. I don't know if you can see that. And those are the numbers in the use by date. And here's the consumer care department. They keep saying consumer care department like they care. These places don't care. Full of poop-a-doop. Okay, here's another one. Uke Rops marinated cucumber salad. Salmonella. $5.22. So let me show you here. It says this product have the potential to be contaminated with salmonella, an organism which can cause serious or sometimes fatal infections in children. Here are the products: marinated cucumber salad, 16 ounces, 36 and 5 pounds. Those are the dates. Recall products available at the following retailers: Food Lion stores, Harry's Teeter, Kroger stores in Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio, Kentucky, Libby Market, West Virginia, Crops Market Hall. Retail locations have been notified and are removing product from the shelves. Here's the contact information, if you can see that, and then media. This is going to take a while. Okay, I could skip that one. That's a drug. Oh, what is this? Okay, this one, New Grain gluten-free bakery. What? Gluten-free? Let me show you. This one was, the company announced it May 21st. FDA published it May 22nd. Undeclared allergen: egg, tree nuts, soy, and milk. It's a gluten-free bakery, but it has all this stuff. Product description: breads, bagels, caramel bars, cookies, and croutons. So everything. Oh my God, the list is so long. It says the name of the company, they're out of Spanish Fork, Utah. New Grains gluten-free bakeries recalling a variety of products, including breads, bagels, cookies, and croutons, because they may contain undeclared eggs, tree nuts, soy, and milk. People who have an allergy or severe sensitivity to eggs, tree nuts, soy, or milk run the risk of serious or life-threatening allergic reactions. And let me show you the list. Like, there's the list, okay? There's the list. Wow. No illnesses have been reported to date, and here's the contact information. Now we get to go to page 1. Oh, that's a drug. Keep going. This is for animals, but it's salmonella. The name of it is called Tetra. Selective food, reptile food, animal and veterinary foodborne illness and food. It has a salmonella contamination. And the name of the company is Spectrum Brands Pet LLC. And it's Tetra. The next one, Ready Meals and Star Market. This is another salmonella. The company announced it May 22nd. FDA published it on May 23rd. Oh my God, Albertsons. Ready to Eat Meals and Star Market. What is it? They're Greek salad. Let me see. What Albertsons did they send it to? It said they're voluntarily recalled 3 store-made deli items supplied by Fresh Creative Foods due to possible salmonella contamination and in association with an active illness outbreak. Oh, Lord. 3 store-made deli items were available for purchase at the following stores: Acme, ACME, Balducci's Food Lovers Market, King's Food Market, Safeway, Shaw's, and Star Market. These stores are located in Connecticut, Delaware, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Vermont, Virginia, and Washington, D.C. Consumers who have purchased these items are urged not to consume these products and to dispose of them or return the items to the place of purchase for a full refund. I will get my money back. Here are the items. Right here. Okay. And let's go down. Albertsons. Oh, come on, Albertsons. And here's some photos. Jeez. Okay, let's go up. Aldi, undeclared allergen, Santa Monica. Atlantic salmon portions with seafood stuffing. Undeclared allergen is soy. Santa Monica Seafood is the company name. Santa Monica Seafood of Rancho Dominguez, California is voluntarily recalling Atlantic salmon portions with seafood stuffing because it may contain undeclared allergens. People who have an allergy or severe sensitivity to soy risk a serious or life-threatening allergic reaction if they consume this product. Where was it shipped to? Okay, Atlantic salmon portions with seafood stuffing were distributed in California, Nevada, and Arizona at Aldi stores. No illnesses have been reported to date. And this is, the product name is Atlantic salmon portions with seafood stuffing. Brand name is Aldi. Size is 16 ounces. Use and freeze by date June 2nd, 2025. Let me give you the contact information. Okay. And this is what it looks like. Any more? Nope, that's it. Wow. Okay, we have a lot of salmonella. So now I'm just going to read them off because I really got to get going. East Coast Fresh Tops, Welsey Farms, Wise, Hold, Jack and Olive Created, Fresh, Spring, and Sprout. Those are the brand names. The Coastal Company's issuing a recall. Recall 17 products that were produced from cucumbers grown by Bender, by Bettner growers. Where was the food shipped to? The affected products were distributed between May 6, 2025 and May 21st. To multiple customers in Washington, D.C., Ohio, Virginia, Michigan, West Virginia, Delaware, Virginia, Maryland, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Vermont, and North Carolina. Jesus. Here's the contact information. Wow. Wow. That's a lot. It's still going. Okay, here's another one. Supreme Produce, fresh cucumbers. Due to possible contamination of salmonella. Let me just see where it was sent to. The recalled cucumbers were also sold to wholesale distributor, which has been directed to further contact its customers. And with the recall instructions, the potential contamination was discovered by Bettner growers. Wow. The cucumbers have been linked by the Food and Drug Administration to a salmonella outbreak that has resulted in 26 illnesses in Alabama, California, Colorado, Florida, Illinois, Kansas, Kentucky, Michigan, North Carolina, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia. This is why we grow our own food. This is why I'm going hard this year on growing food. Wow. And it says, of course, to contact Bettner growers if you have a problem. So again, this is what it is. Supreme Services Solutions LLC, Supreme Produce, fresh cucumbers in salad and vegetable trays containing fresh cucumbers. Oops, let's move on.
2 more. Another one, King's Isabel's Kitchen Inc. Maple Avenue Foods. Again, with the potential salmonella. I'm sure it's to the, yep, it's attached to the Bednar's Growers cucumber. Okay. Potential to be contaminated with salmonella. Salads containing fresh cucumbers. I say contact Bednar's, but where was it sent? It was sent. Okay. The recall: deli salads were sold to food service distributors: New Hampshire, Florida, Maryland, South Carolina, New Jersey, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Virginia, and local markets. One more, just going to show you. Shore Lunch, breading and batter mix. All right, let me turn it. This one is presence of undeclared allergen milk. Okay. This was issued on May 29th. Presence of undeclared milk. Company name is Homegrown Family Foods. Brand name is Shore Lunch. Product description: breading and batter mix. Okay. These are in 6-ounce boxes due to the presence of undeclared milk. Individuals with an allergen or severe sensitivity to milk risk serious or life-threatening allergic reactions if they consume this product. The product was primarily distributed in retail stores in Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Minnesota, Nebraska, New York, North Dakota, Ohio, South Dakota, and Wisconsin between April 29th, 2024 to May 1st, 2025. One illness has been reported to date. The affected individual has recovered. On April 23rd, 2025, the firm was notified by a customer whose daughter had an allergic reaction. The recall was initiated after it was discovered that product containing the milk ingredient was in packaging that did not properly label the presence of milk. Let me give you the contact information. Here it is. And here's a picture. Wow. Get some flour and make your own batter. Okay, that is it for the recalls from the FSIS page and FDA page. I'm trying to get this posted tonight. But as I always say, please find peace within yourself, and please be peaceable with everyone around you, and grow your own groceries, please. Because now they are literally using human waste as fertilizer. And there's all kind of things in human waste. People take medicines, people have diseases. It's just not, they're using sewage, human sewage. So as much as you can, grow your own food and visit these sites to see if anything you have or potentially want to buy may be on these lists of recalled items. I love you all. Stay safe. Bye.